Good morning. Happy Friday. It is time for just a word from the Word. And just as a public announcement, if you hear noises in the background, I believe one of my neighbors is getting a new roof. So just kind of ignore the noise. But it is time for just a word from the Word. Our passage this morning comes from the book of Acts, Acts chapter 6 verse 4, and I'm reading from the King James Version. And here is what it says: But we will give ourselves continually to prayer and to the ministry of the word. There were issues that came up in the church where the widows um, were just not being taken care of. There were needs in the church that just were not being met. And the disciples, the apostles, recognized that they could not do it all. They couldn't. But knowing what their calling was, knowing what the Lord had called them to do, they said, okay, let's take care of the issue. And they did. They appointed deacons, elders. You can argue which one is which and what means what. There's plenty of arguments out there. That's not the point this morning, but they appointed um, deacons to take care of some of the administrative stuff that the apostles just simply couldn't do or didn't feel equipped to do or whatever. And again, you could argue that all day long, what was really going on. Not my point. But Peter's response was, we're gonna set this up. We're gonna make sure that everybody is taken care of because that was their job. But Peter said, what the apostles are gonna do is we're gonna give ourselves to prayer. Continually to prayer and to the ministry of the word. Not everybody that watches this devotion is called to a pulpit ministry. Not everybody is. Not everybody is supposed to be. But everyone is called to ministry in that we are called to minister to those that are around us, to give that word of encouragement, maybe even confront sin lovingly, um, but to help others along the way with whom we come into contact. We're all called to ministry. But did you notice that Peter did not say we will give ourselves to the ministry of the word and then to prayer? It's not what he said. He said we will give ourselves continually to prayer and the ministry of the word. What was Peter saying? Prayer is primary. Prayer is primary. That the apostles, and honestly, you and I, have a call to give ourselves to prayer. And so this morning's just a word from the word. I'm going to try to be a little shorter today than I have been. Give yourself to prayer. Give yourself to the ministry of helping others. But you will never, hear me, you will never be effective in helping others until you have first learned to be effective in prayer. Give yourself to prayer. This has been just a word from the word. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. Have an amazing weekend. Pray for me Sunday. I'm preaching worship. If you are able, I would love it if you would come and join us. But until then, God bless you. Beautiful day. Have an amazing weekend. And Lord willing, we'll see you Monday morning.